Most of the time you're going to see that fastball.
Oh, right back to him. Now, oh, okay, keep on going, Teoscar. That would have been a great play if somebody was at first base.
So we have a really unusual play here between the Nationals and the Mariners. And there's plays where you'll see players throw to bases when they shouldn't. But this one is really strange because there is not a player anywhere close to first base for the Nationals. And the play is pretty much right in front of the first baseman. So I'm not sure who he thought could be covering first base. Now, I've had a few different people send me this clip. One person was asking, why isn't the pitcher covering? Another person said, where's the second baseman on this play? And so we're going to break it down just so you can see exactly what happens. So first thing, we'll look at this play in full speed. So ball is hit off the pitcher's leg, bounces, he doesn't know where it is. First baseman gets it, flips to nobody, and the runner's going to move up to second base. So here's the pitch. Ball is hit off of the left foot of the pitcher as he jumps. Now the ball kicks straight up in the air. You can see the pitcher at first doesn't know where it is. He looks over here towards third base. Then he turns in front of him. He looks down, doesn't see the ball there. Now he continues to turn. Now he looks straight up in the air. So he still doesn't see that the ball is located right there. Now as the first baseman is approaching, you would think at this point right here, although you're fielding the ball and looking down at the ball, you have an idea where the pitcher is. And one thing about sports, and really any athlete, is that most players can see multiple things at once. So you can focus on a ball, but you can also tell where the runner is. You can see other defenders. Most players don't have tunnel vision where they only see one thing. So I'm surprised that he isn't able to tell that the pitcher is still standing on the mound. So let's start off with the pitcher. It's not until right there where he finally sees the ball. So he's looked at third, he's looked at home, he's looked up in the air, and now he finally sees it. The runner is at basically the 45-foot mark right there. So he only has to run 45 feet. The pitcher's still pretty much on the rubber. The pitcher would have to run approximately 64 feet to get to first base. That's a physical impossibility. He's never going to get there. Now the next thing is the second baseman. That's the only other player that could potentially ever get to first base, even though it probably isn't going to happen unless there was a left-handed pull hitter up where the second baseman was playing somewhere way, way over here. But we know it's a righty, and if you look at his original positioning, if we back up right here, if we get right here, you can see that the second baseman, which happens on pretty much every right-handed hitter now, they're not allowed to be on this side of second base, but you can see that he is shaded way up the middle. So he has more than 90 feet to run, which he's never going to get there because when the ball was hit, he originally has to move this way to try to field the ball. Now he has to stop. And at this point here, you've got over 90 feet to run, and the batter runner's got about 60 feet to run. So that's it as a first baseman. You know the pitcher isn't getting there. You know the second baseman isn't because he was playing up the middle. The catcher isn't getting there. He's not going to beat a runner. He's not going to get out of his stance and beat the batter runner to first base. And even if Usain Bolt was playing right field, he's not getting there. So to run over, field this ball, and just flip it to first base with nobody close. You know nobody's close. So clearly just a brain fart by the first baseman. And you can tell the second he fields it. So he fields this thing, flips it. The second it comes out of his hand, he goes, oh, why did I do that? I need to go chase this ball. The runner here is awesome. He touches the base, thinks it's funny. He says, safe. He gives the safe call. First base coach says, go to second base. He turns and runs. And then I'm not sure who he's pointing to right here. I thought the umpire was covering first base. I'm not sure who he thought was going to be over there. So all I can chalk it up to is just one of those weird moments where you're just not thinking on the field, and you realize it pretty quickly that you made a mistake. So that's all we have. Let me know what you think of the play below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.